All right, Yankees fans, let's dive into some of the latest developments that are shaking up the Bronx Bombers offseason. The team is entering a critical phase where decisions made in the coming weeks could redefine the roster for the next season. After a disappointing finish against the Toronto Blue Jays in the American League Division Series, the Yankees front office is already looking to make bold moves to strengthen the squad and address areas of concern. One of the most pressing topics revolves around the outfield situation, which has become a hotbed of speculation and strategy discussions. Aaron Judge, of course, remains the cornerstone of the Yankees' outfield, his presence on the field a constant, while Trent Grisham has accepted his qualifying offer, ensuring he maintains his spot. This leaves essentially a single starting position up for grabs, which opens the door for multiple potential moves and strategic decisions, all aimed at bringing championship-level talent to the roster. Among the most talked-about options is the possibility of re-signing Cody Bellinger, who opted out of his previous contract and remains a key figure in trade rumors. Alongside him, the Yankees have reportedly expressed interest in Kyle Tucker, a top-tier free agent whose arrival would significantly alter the team's lineup dynamics. However, the pursuit of a high-profile acquisition inevitably creates a ripple effect impacting two of the organization's most exciting prospects, Jason Dominguez and Spencer Jones. Dominguez, often referred to as the Martian for his unique combination of talent and athleticism, is particularly noteworthy. Before last season, he was New York's top prospect, and even though a serious UCL injury required Tommy John surgery and cut his 2023 season short, he still managed to participate in 76 games across both minor and major leagues. Predominantly patrolling left field and occasionally stepping in as a designated hitter, Dominguez displayed offensive promise, producing league-average results with a weighted runs created plus of 103, 10 home runs, and 23 stolen bases at only 22 years old. The primary concern, however, remains his defensive ability. Despite his offensive tools, Dominguez's metrics in the field were troubling, registering -10 outs above average, -7 defensive runs saved, and a -9 fielding run value, which placed him among the bottom tier of qualified fielders. With Giancarlo Stanton healthy and expected to occupy the designated hitter role, finding a way to protect Dominguez's defensive shortcomings while maximizing his bat is a significant challenge for the front office. That said, his offensive upside cannot be understated, and it has made him a high-value trade asset. Moving Dominguez could provide the Yankees with immediate contributions in areas that need reinforcement, potentially offering a strong bullpen arm or a rotation piece to bolster the team's depth. Spencer Jones presents a different kind of opportunity. The towering left-handed slugger stands at 6 feet, 7 inches and offers immense raw power, making him one of the most enticing trade chips the Yankees possess. Jones dominated in the minor leagues last season, hitting 35 home runs across AA and AAA levels. His performance in AA was especially remarkable, with 17 home runs and 25 stolen bases in 122 games, which led to his promotion to AAA, where he continued to excel, posting 19 home runs in 67 games and an astounding 185 weighted runs created plus. The challenge, however, lies in his contact rate, which has been a concern at every level. His strikeout percentage remained above 28% since 2023, peaking at 36.6% at AAA in 2024. Trading Jones now could allow the Yankees to capitalize on his powerful season while mitigating the risk that his contact struggles might hinder him at the major league level. There is also the less likely scenario of keeping both prospects, but this presents challenges as well. Should a major free agent like Bellinger or Tucker join the team, roster flexibility becomes limited, and Jones could see his development hampered if he cannot secure a consistent everyday role. There have been discussions of platooning Dominguez and Jones, but with Dominguez struggling against left-handed pitching, this would be a complicated solution. Realistically, if both remain, they would likely split time between designated hitter and left field, meaning neither would play full-time. Another approach could involve starting the season with both players and then moving one later once trade opportunities arise, which might be the most practical strategy for the Yankees to maximize returns. The decisions facing general manager Brian Cashman are monumental, as he must weigh the proven speed and average offense of Dominguez against the raw power and higher strikeout risk of Jones. This strategic choice is central to the team's offseason trajectory and will influence how the Yankees shape their roster for immediate competitiveness. Turning attention to pitching, the Yankees are also eyeing a potential blockbuster move that could reshape their starting rotation. Following a tough defeat in the American League Division Series, the team is motivated to counter the Blue Jays' offseason maneuvers, particularly their signing of Dylan Cease to a major deal. The proposed acquisition of Milwaukee Brewers' two-time All-Star ace Freddie Peralta could provide the Yankees with a rotation that rivals any in Major League Baseball. The reported trade package would send right-handed pitching prospects Carlos Larrange, Bryce Cunningham, and Cade Smith to the Brewers in exchange for Peralta, adding significant frontline strength to the Bronx Bomber rotation. With Garrett Cole, Carlos Rodon, and Clark Schmidt projected to begin the year on the injured list, the addition of Peralta immediately addresses a critical need, offering a rotation that could dominate once fully healthy. Peralta's recent performance underscores why he is the missing piece the Yankees seek. Last season, he posted a 17-16 record, an earned run average of 2.70, 204 strikeouts, and a walks plus hits per inning pitched of 1.075 over 176 innings. Acquiring him for a figure under $16 million per year represents a strategic move that strengthens the team's competitiveness while maintaining payroll flexibility. Combined with Garrett Cole, Max Fried, Carlos Rodon, and Cam Schlittler, Peralta would complete a rotation arguably unmatched outside of the Los Angeles Dodgers. The potential impact of such a move cannot be overstated, as it positions the Yankees to respond effectively to the Blue Jays' aggressive offseason and maintain control in the American League East. On the international front, the Yankees are also in pursuit of top pitching talent from Japan, particularly ace Tatsuya Imai. With the Boston Red Sox having traded for Sonny Gray and the Blue Jays locking in Dylan Cease, the Yankees have been competing with multiple teams for top-tier talent. Recent reports, however, indicate that the San Francisco Giants may not be as serious a contender for IMI as initially thought, focusing instead on more modestly priced pitchers. This opens a window of opportunity for the Yankees to secure a premier international pitcher who thrives under pressure and can immediately impact a high-stakes market like New York. NPB scouts have highlighted IMI's fit with the Yankees, praising his composure and competitive nature, which aligns perfectly with the team's culture and the expectations of the fan base. Additionally, with the Blue Jays redirecting their attention to bullpen improvements, the path to signing IMI appears clearer, offering the Yankees a chance to add a transformative talent without significant competition. This period represents a crucial moment for the Yankees, with multiple high-impact decisions unfolding simultaneously. The choices regarding Dominguez and Jones, the potential Peralta trade, and the opportunity to secure IMI collectively define the contours of the team's offseason strategy. Each move carries implications not only for immediate performance, but also for long-term roster construction. As the front office navigates these decisions, the fan base is left analyzing every development, anticipating how each acquisition, retention, or trade will shape the team's future competitiveness. The next steps for the Yankees will require careful evaluation of player potential, roster needs, and financial flexibility, ensuring that any additions or trades enhance both the short-term and long-term outlook of the team. All right, Yankees fans, let's continue exploring the whirlwind of off-season activity that's shaping the Bronx Bombers' path forward. Beyond the critical outfield decisions and potential pitching acquisitions, there's a larger strategic picture unfolding as the team works to strengthen its roster and ensure readiness for a deep playoff run. One of the most fascinating elements of this offseason is how the Yankees are balancing immediate impact with long-term development. While Jason Dominguez and Spencer Jones represent high-upside prospects, the front office has to carefully weigh whether keeping them both on the roster, developing them slowly, or using them as trade assets is the smartest move. Each scenario presents unique benefits and risks. Dominguez, for instance, has undeniable talent and speed, paired with a disciplined approach at the plate that makes him a valuable contributor even if his defensive performance lags. Meanwhile, Jones' raw power is tantalizing, but his propensity for strikeouts adds uncertainty, especially in high-pressure major league scenarios. This creates a chess-like scenario for the Yankees, where every decision can trigger cascading effects across the roster. The team's focus on creating a super rotation underscores their commitment to competing at the highest level immediately. Freddie Peralta's potential addition is a major piece of this puzzle. His elite strikeout ability, combined with experience in high-leverage situations, positions him as a frontline starter who can anchor the rotation alongside Garrett Cole and Carlos Rodon. The inclusion of Max Fried and Cam Schlittler in this equation further strengthens the depth, ensuring that even with injuries or slumps, the Yankees maintain a formidable pitching core. The strategic logic here is clear. To compete with the Blue Jays and other American League East rivals, the Yankees must field a rotation capable of neutralizing elite offenses, sustaining late-season success, and excelling in postseason matchups. Every acquisition, from minor trades to major free agent signings, is aimed at creating this balance of talent and reliability. International prospects like Tatsuya IMI introduce another layer of opportunity. IMI represents not just a high-caliber pitcher, but a player who thrives under pressure, possesses strong command, and has experience in a highly competitive environment. The Yankees' pursuit of IMI highlights the importance of global scouting and the willingness to invest in talent beyond traditional domestic channels. With competing teams, such as the San Francisco Giants, reportedly cooling off their interest and the Blue Jays shifting priorities to bullpen reinforcement, the Yankees have a rare opening to secure a game-changing international player. IMI's potential presence in the rotation would bring a unique skill set, combining experience in high-pressure situations with adaptability to the demands of Major League Baseball. The strategic timing here is key. Striking while other teams' attention is elsewhere maximizes the chances of landing a player of his caliber. The domino effect of these moves also ties back into the Yankees' depth chart considerations. If Dominguez or Jones are traded, the returns could provide immediate upgrades, such as a proven bullpen arm or a reliable rotation addition, that strengthen the roster in both tangible and intangible ways. The front office must consider how each move impacts not only the lineup and pitching staff, but also the overall chemistry and long-term developmental trajectory. Keeping both prospects could offer upside, but at the cost of roster flexibility, while trading one could provide immediate reinforcement at a position of need. These are the kinds of high-stakes decisions that define a championship-caliber organization and demonstrate the Yankees' approach to building a sustainable, competitive team. At the same time, the team is navigating payroll considerations and the balance between long-term commitments and short-term gains. Signing a player like Peralta under a cap-friendly deal while simultaneously exploring free agent options like IMI allows the Yankees to enhance the roster without compromising financial flexibility. This strategy not only addresses the immediate competitive gap exposed in last season's postseason, but also ensures the team remains agile for future trades or acquisitions. Balancing financial prudence with aggressive roster building is a hallmark of smart front office management, and the Yankees appear to be executing this strategy with precision. But before we continue, please remember to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support allows us to keep bringing you the latest news about the New York Yankees. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments. In a swirl of whispers echoing through clubhouses and late-night radio shows, a wild rumor has begun to take shape. The New York Yankees have allegedly reached a long-term agreement with electrifying infielder Elly De La Cruz, a deal said to stretch across 7 full seasons. Nothing has been confirmed publicly. No officials have stepped forward, yet the buzz is loud enough to shake the Bronx. Some insiders insist that front office personnel have been unusually quiet, the kind of silence that usually precedes a blockbuster. Others claim to have spotted De La Cruz's representatives near team facilities, fueling speculation that something massive is underway. If the rumor proves true, the Yankees would instantly reshape the identity of their lineup. The possibility of pairing De La Cruz's rare speed and explosive athleticism with the franchise's traditionally power-driven approach has fans imagining an offense unlike anything the team has fielded in years. The idea of creating the fastest attack in the league has turned message boards into a frenzy, with supporters debating how his dynamic base running could disrupt pitchers and open lanes for the sluggers behind him. Rival executives, speaking off the record, are reportedly baffled by the supposed length of the contract. 7 seasons for a player whose game thrives on speed is seen by some as bold, by others as reckless. Yet the Yankees have never shied away from dramatic moves, and this rumor carries exactly the kind of theatrical flair that fits the organization's history. Still, skeptics question whether this is genuine negotiation smoke or simply another episode of off-season imagination running wild. For now, the entire situation sits in that tense space between fantasy and reality. The Yankees have made no statement. De La Cruz's camp remains silent, and the rumor mill keeps grinding, louder by the hour. Whether this turns into a franchise-shaking truth or evaporates as just another off-season illusion, one thing is certain. The baseball world is watching, waiting, and wondering what might be unfolding behind those closed Bronx doors. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the New York Yankees, please subscribe to our channel and give us a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.